I've heard that Afriforum and Solidarity have met representatives in the US government, and they're doing precisely what we said we as South Africans should not do. We should stop running to other countries. We should discuss our own problems here and find solutions. And that in many ways confirms our own sovereignty. It confirms our standing as a free and independent nation.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has expressed his displeasure following an engagement between Afriforum and Solidarity with the high-ranking officials from the US as the debates about land reform continues to gain momentum in the country. There are growing calls for these groups to be brought to book for sowing divisions.
Well, there are people who are saying that, something needs to be done to them and all that. And I would say that we need to be sending a clear message to them that as far as we are concerned, as proud South Africans, we prefer that we should all stay here and solve our problems. And already what they are doing has spawned divisions in our nation. And that is not a nation-building process of running around the world to try and have your problems solved. You are just sowing divisions. Because now a number of South Africans then start looking at others negatively. And I don't think that that is the right way to handle our problems.
Now, if we lose access to the US market, then this begins to hurt the South African farmers that are already enjoying and growing as a result of the exports. So telling the positive narrative of what actually is the reality on the ground in South Africa, it helps a lot, because this growth that we have seen since 1994 is in part dependent on the exports. Losing AGOA would hurt the very same farmers of this country that the US government or President Trump seem to suggest that he wants to protect.
The president also weighed in on the return of wounded South African troops who are part of the peacekeeping mission in the Eastern DRC.
I'm very pleased that our injured soldiers are now back home, where they will be able to get the best medical treatment. We were very concerned about their continued stay, but we are also grateful that those countries where they were in hospital treated them well. And it's always best to be home and to be looked after by our own medical people, as well as to be near their own families. So we are really pleased with that. We've brought back our departed soldiers, and now we've brought back our injured ones. So we're making progress with regard to the peace process as well.
I think we three leaders has been assigned for this very important task. We believe that DRC is an African nation, and we have to support this and facilitate this process. And of course, the most important thing is it is the DRC people and the leadership and the entire stakeholders are the ones who should play the major role. Our role is a facilitative role, and I think with three of us we have discussed, and we will plan to engage this issue very soon.
Meanwhile, DRC has been encouraged to engage in inclusive dialogue in order to resolve the intractable conflict. Khayelihle Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.